guys? Ryan MacCarthy here with LowKick MMA. Joined by me today is UFC Jonathan Pearce, who's coming off a huge win on the Smith versus Clark card a couple weekends ago, or last weekend, the other weekend. Thanks for giving us some time here, Jonathan. Really appreciate it. Congrats on your win, like I said. And how are things going, man?
Things are good. Got this today. I guess I got a sore foot from kicking so much ass.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not injured. Like I'm gonna have to take 3 weeks of not training and then back to it.
Was there a diagnosis, sprained foot, any broken bones, anything like that?
I had like a bunch of bruised bones, like nothing that bad. I just had a lot of pain. I thought I had fractured it in camp and then, re-irritated it throughout camp and then in the fight. But come to find out, it was just like tendonitis. And then I have like a sprained tendon in there that if I injure more, then I might have had surgery. So definitely going to take these 3 weeks off and let it heal. Because like Monday I was back at the PI and then I was over here wrestling on Wednesday. And it was ringing and it was hurting, but I was like, I ran the whole camp like this, so I should be all right.
Wow. Well, that's some interesting stuff there. But yeah, so like I said, the fight itself, you finished it in the second round, TKO, a very chaotic second round. You almost tapped him, then he had your back. He had you in the guillotine. Take me through that second round. A lot happened. You almost tapped him, he had you, and then you got on his back and finished it off with some strikes before the ref stopped it. So take me through that chaotic couple sequences there.
So that second round, I knew he was fading. Like, I don't remember a lot from the fight, but I remember he was fading, and I didn't expect to get the takedown at the end of the first round. So I'm, like, doing a lot better than what I thought I would in the fight. And then second round usually is my best round. I found your timing. I found my timing and rhythm and stuff and your tendencies. So I start to really sit down on stuff. And, my coaches had called for the takedown, so I went for the takedown. And, I was real weary of the body shots. I didn't want to be getting with those body shots. And he hit me a few times, got put in that guillotine. And every time I got on him, I was like, okay, this is the time I'm going to finish him. And then he reversed me. So it was back and forth. But once I knew I got him down that last time after the guillotine, that was like his last try. No, he's on his back going for a submission that if you don't get, you're going to be in a bad position. Knowing he's a wrestler and that's his background, I kind of knew his state of mind at that point in the fight. And I knew I needed to finish on top, and then I would have secured my second round. The second round would have went to me. I didn't think I was going to get to finish that round. I thought I didn't have enough time. But then once Dan Mergolottery said, hey, you got to do something, I definitely went in for the kill and just went after it.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see that when when he goes on his back and you take it and, you definitely, smelled the finish there with only about 30 seconds left. So great timing on your part. Did it kind of go as you expected, you and the team? Were there any surprises from Kai Kamaka there that maybe surprised you guys, the game plan?
I thought I was like expecting a lot harder fight, but you got to also look at, I fought Joe Lozon and I fought for the Contender Series before that. So I was expecting like a Joe Lozon again, I guess, a guy that isn't going to turn down for nothing. And like how he would control me, he would get the takedown, but he wouldn't control the position well enough to keep me there. So I was like real happy about that. And I got to implement my speed. And I just got to showcase a lot of my skills this fight, and I was really happy about that. But I definitely thought I was going to have more of a fight. Like, no disrespect to him or anything. He did come in on 5 days' notice, so he probably just had time to cut weight.
Yeah.
And cardio is usually my tool that I use against my opponents.
Sure. And, I'm glad you brought, both Joe and the cancellation up. I mean, you were supposed to fight Sean Woodson. That got canceled about a week before the fight, not even. I'm not really too sure what happened with him, but Did that change anything in terms of a game plan, or was it kind of just, hey, we got this new
Yeah,
player?
I went from a 6'2" striker to a 5'7" wrestler.
Yeah,
That did have boxing. But what worked well about that and learning that is I pretty much just did what Sean Woodson was going to do to me to that guy. I just played it loose. I didn't want to pressure fight him. I played it smart, and I knew he was going to come out hot and like try to knock me out. You know, he hadn't had a knockout finish, and I knew he was wanting one. And the way he kind of come in with that Tyson style, that big 2-3, I knew that I didn't want to take damage in the first round and then have to fight 15 minutes like that.
yeah,
So I just played loose, and I'd swing the door open, go southpaw, hit him with that rear kick, and try to plant those knees on him. But then I had to, the rest was kind of me devising a game plan. I had to get back in traditional stance and throw my back leg and just do what I had to do in the moment.
sure, yeah. And is Sean Woodson someone that you'd like to, run it back with, or not run it back?
I think
shot.
no disrespect to the dude. I mean, I trained 6 weeks for that fight and
Yeah.
thought I was going to fight him, and then it didn't happen. I think I'm already past that.
Yeah.
Like I'd be going down now if I fought him. Like I'd like what's his name? Rosales? No, Jacob Rosales, who I fought on Contender Series.
Okay.
They offered me he's a 45er, Charles Rosa. They offered me him for the Joe Lozon fight, and I wasn't quite ready to go to 45. I didn't know I could do that. And I just took the Lozon fight. We all know what happened, and then I won this fight. So it seems like 45 is my new home, and I definitely like Lozon, or like there's a Derek guy calling me out right now, Derek Minner. He was in my inbox. He wouldn't call me out. People were running our names together because I guess they liked what they saw this weekend. They want to see me get back out there and do it again.
For sure.
I would like anybody above the top 50. I want to get to where I'm in the top 15 within the next 2 years. Not trying to rush it. I'm on my first contract. What I'm really trying to do is just get to my next contract and keep having dominant performances like that, because that's usually how my fights look. Like if you go back in the day and look at my fights, that's how all my fights were. Like I pretty much controlled the pace of the fight. Yeah, I'd usually lose the first round, but you were so tired after that first round that I was just getting started at that point. So I'll give you the first round and then take you in the third. It's always been kind of my style.
Yeah, for sure. And kind of going off that, I mean, you kind of explained it yourself. I mean, you went to the Contender Series to start, and then of course, they kind of threw you to the wolves. Joe Lazone is no joke for your first UFC fight. He's a beast. So, good on you to get back on the saddle and finish Kai Kamaka, who himself is not a joke either. And so, what does 2021 look like for Jonathan Pearce? Are you going to try and fight in the first couple
Dude,
months?
I want to be like as active as I can this
Yeah.
year. I'm just hitting my prime. I'm 28 years old, 28 and a half. I just came off a big surgery. I think my shoulder's been bothering me for a long time. Like I wrestled in high school and college, and I think that's just been a nagging injury that I finally got to take care of. And now you're just going to see better things come from me. And I just want to be as active as I can in this next year. I guess break top 25,
For sure. Yeah. And then I saw a quote of yours the other weekend after your fight, of course. You had talked about the being pretty calm without the crowd. It actually was a calming factor for you. So could you maybe go a little more in depth in that? Like, why is there any certain reason?
I think what it was, not that it was the apex, that my UFC debut, I'm fighting the king in his castle on the main card, and it's Lozon, and it's the Boston fans. So like I never experienced anything like that, and I think that that's something that I will have to a part of my game. I'll have to learn how to deal with that and go forward with it. But I think that they're going to open up the the fights and stuff here pretty soon. I think Connor's getting back on, so he's gonna want fans there so he can get paid.
Yeah.
I just think don't take dumb fights after that. Like, realize, hey, you're fighting Joe Lozon on the main card in his hometown. So, like, something to think about next time I sign for a fight. That's why I'm not saying I want big names right now. I just want to see where I'm at, improve, give myself time to improve, and then break that top 10. Because once you're in that top 10, everybody's got their sights on you, and you don't really have as much time to grow in your game. And I'm a young fighter, so like I'd love to go to Abu Dhabi and have that experience young in my career, because I already had the lows on, I already had a pull out. I've got TKO'd, I've TKO'd, I've knocked people out, so I've almost experienced all the things that I think would be trying in the game outside of fighting in itself, dropping weight classes, and I think it would be a good experience to get out to Abu Dhabi, cut that weight, and know I can do that. So later on, when I fight for a world title, it's not all this pressure on me at that point when there's already pressure applied.
Exactly. Yeah, I love that for sure. And then of course you're in the featherweight division. Could you maybe give me a little, your thoughts on maybe the top of the division? Of course, we have Volkanovski and Ortega probably going to fight for that for the title at some point in the next few months. So what are your thoughts on the top of this division? It's pretty stacked, very talented. So
I think any division at this point, the UFC's been around long enough that there are great guys in every weight class, in any weight class you go to. But there's also people that's had their run, and now they're starting to go downhill a little bit more. And I think those are the ones that I'm going to be looking more to fight if they want to fight. But that would be like a jump up fight. That'd be like, I'm down here where I'm at right now, and then I call out a name and get in, and it'd be more of a stylistic fight for me. But at the end of the day, it's not where you fight or who you fight, it's how you fight. So
exactly.
I'm just trying to improve right now, get healthy. I think I got a lot more years ahead of me in this, and I just want to get in the best shape as I can before I get to that point.
For sure. Yeah. And one more question was I love asking people, what was your post-fight meal? Do you have any certain cheat meals that you get after a victory like that?
Dude, everything. I'd gained in 4 days, I gained 25 pounds.
Oh my God.
And I'm a little dude, so it's 25 pounds is a lot for me.
That's a lot. It's a lot of weight. Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean that's pretty much it for on my end here, Jonathan. Do you have anything you want to plug? Any social media, any sponsors like that?
Yeah, I want to thank Fairtex. I want to thank HKA, Rev Gear, Thor, anybody I'm not mentioning. And I want to thank all my coaches at Fight Ready. I want to thank Casey Oxendine at Oxendine Mixed Martial Arts in Tennessee. Yeah, everybody who's ever helped me in my career, it's coming down to these times, and I look back and reflect on those things, and those are allowing me to do the things I'm doing today. So I'm just thankful for everybody, all my wrestling coaches, and all my fans and friends. I love watching y'all's videos after my fight. Inspires me to want to do more. It makes me feel like I'm having an impact. So I'm just grateful for everybody.
Sure, man. I love that. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, it's a pleasure having you on. This is a name to look out for in the featherweight division, folks. I certainly look forward to your next fight, Jonathan. You guys burned the house down the other weekend, so we'll get this all up on YouTube and all of our socials. We'll give you a shout out, obviously, as well. And yeah, I look forward to speaking with you again, Jonathan. Best of luck, and heal up your little injury there. I'm sure you'll be back sooner than ever, and I look forward to seeing you fight again, because you bring the house down for sure. So it's the name to look out for, folks, for sure.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man.